Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio, and welcome to the video. Today, I got new hairs first of all. Rude! I wanted to touch up my roots and kind of like get one hair color all the way through. Right now it's a little bit icy on my roots, but that's only because like my natural hair, like my natural roots, they just lift to an orangey color, and if I don't have them at least a little bit more icy and blondie kind of vibes, it'll look literally orange. So yeah, don't mind it right now, but it looks amazing. I really like the root and everything. It's just like a fun, different vibe. Today I have the Kylie Cosmetics Halloween collection, and I have been getting so many requests to do a video on this. You know, I was debating whether or not on even reviewing it anymore because, I mean, you know, there's just so many collections coming out, but as long as you guys really want me to keep reviewing them, I totally will. Before I get into this video, I do just want to do a little disclaimer. I have never been paid by Kylie Cosmetics, and I probably never will be paid by Kylie Cosmetics. So this is not a sponsored video. Yes, this is sent to me, but that doesn't mean anything like as far as like sponsorships go. The only positive thing actually about being on a PR list is just being able to review products and give my opinions on products before they actually reach the market and kind of help you guys out, you know? And I just want to let you know that I care so much more about you guys, my subscribers, than I do any brand. Like, any brand whatsoever. Like, you guys are my number ones. You guys are the reason why I have a home and can feed my dog and can feed myself. And you know, like, I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. Yeah, without being said, let's just get right into this video. So let's take a look at the packaging. So this is what the packaging looks inside. You have your very cute Halloween themes, and you also have these 3D glasses. I will say Kylie does do an amazing job with the packaging. All of her packaging I have really liked in the past, but at the end of the day, you're throwing away the packaging. So it's going to be all about how the product is and how the product lasts. I'm going to be completely honest. When I saw this collection, I was severely underwhelmed, especially by the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to open that up for you guys right now. Inside, you have your skeleton skulls, which is like amazing. Like I said, guys, she always, in my opinion, puts a lot of detail into her packaging. This eyeshadow palette, to me, like if Kylie's name wasn't on it, or if it was from a no-name brand, or if it was like whatever, I wouldn't even buy it. And the fact that it is Kylie's is a little bit disappointing to me because this, I don't know, I just feel like not inspired by this. Like, there's no Halloween colors. Like, yeah, there's an orange, but like, I don't know. I was just expecting a different color scheme, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm gonna do some swatches on the back of my hand. Last video I did, you guys were kind of like over the swatches, but I do think it is important to get a good idea from swatches. So this is one of the swatches right here. It's a duochrome. I'm not sure if you guys are really able to see it, but it is a duochrome. It definitely lacks pigment. Like, if you build it up a second time, it's a little bit better. But these duochrome shades, like, for me, even when I was making my eyeshadow palette, well, yeah, if you build it up like that, you can see it, but when I was making my eyeshadow palette, like, I made sure all of my duochromes were really, really pigmented, because if you don't get it right, they kind of can tend to look a little muddy or whatever. And then let's go in with this deeper purple shade. So that's definitely patchy, you know, for like a one swiper. And then I'm going to just go over it a second time and rub it back and forth. And once you go over it that additional second time, the pigment is there. But to me, like, I don't know, I feel like I already almost have a palette like this. Like, this kind of reminds me a lot of the Kylie Summer palette, because if you take a look at these two, they have like the oranges, they have that like kind of gold shades, the champagne shades. So for me, like, if you are somebody who bought the Kylie Summer collection, I don't know if this is a palette you're gonna need. I am gonna give it a fair chance. I want to swatch it and do everything on my eyes. This is another shade. This is a gold shade. That's a really nice shade. And then I'm going to just try this green because there's a part of me that is really living for it. So I'm going to... Oh, that was really bad. I'm going to go on my arm again just to do like a second time to see if it was anything that I did. All right, let's just play around with it on our eyes. Let's not judge a swatch by its cover, but I will tell you guys I'm not impressed so far. So I'm going to do my wet technique that I have been doing. And my eyeshadows, you know what? Oh, and my eyebrows, you know what? Let's just fill them in a little bit because they're a little, like, messy. I did them this morning, but then I got my hair done and I was, like, getting water all over it. So I'm pretty much just going to fix these brows really quick, pop on some concealer. I'll zoom you guys on in and let's get started. Oh, also, you guys, I totally forgot to mention, I got eyelash extensions. I really, really like them. They're really awesome. I feel super beautiful 24/7. So I'll let you know how I like them. All right, so when I look at this palette, I don't know, like, I don't know even what to play with. I think I'll just try something. Let's take this. And the names of the eyeshadows I actually really like: Nightmare, Batshit Crazy, Main Boo, Hey Pumpkin, Best Witches, Halloween, Freak On, Hex on My Ex. That's amazing. Sweet Poison. Like, I like the names. I'm going to take this shade right here and I'm going to work it in my crease. And I'm just going to go back and forth. And since this is a wet cream base that I'm using, we're going to have to go over a couple times to build up the intensity. Just kind of doing windshield wiper motions like so. So using the wet eyelid technique, I did have to build this up about 3 times. Just want to keep that in mind. And then I'm just going to do the same exact thing over here. So this is our first layer. It's obviously not going to go on perfection or perfectly. And I'm bringing this up kind of high, like this is going to act as our transition shade. I'm not exactly sure what kind of eye look I want to do, but we shall see. I think I'm going to use this orange shade right here. There's not really a lot of fallout, just want to mention that. And I'm using my Morphe M514, and I'm just going over right here in the crease. I do feel like there is a little bit of patchiness going on in the lid right there, in the crease rather. So definitely going to keep an eye on that and see what the tea is. And then just going back and forth. And then I'm just going to take an additional brush with no product on it, and I'm just going to like kind of smooth everything together here. So I'm going back in and adding more of that vibranty orange because I feel like I lost some of it when I was blending the two together. Can you guys hear Mo and Junie walking around in the back? They've been my little filming buddies lately. I love having them in the room with me. It's so cute. So I'm just going to wipe again the edges, get it more of a seamless blend going on. So I guess we can work a little bit because I really want to see what I can do with these shades. Let's play around with this army green color and let's put it into the crease even more. Let's see what kind of brush. I really want to try to use a small brush, like a small fluffy brush, but I don't know if that's gonna work. Let's try this guy. Ooh, the green shade does have a lot of fallout. Just want to point that out to you guys. Not sure if it's able to be picked up on camera, but there is some fallout. I don't know if that's really doing anything. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. This is just to add like slight dimension and depth. I don't want like a harsh eye going on. Definitely could use more pigment in my opinion. I guess you totally can blend it up. You know, sometimes I do like to blend up my shadows, but I do feel like this could use a little bit more pigment. All right, I've already spent way too long on the eyes right now. It's been 11 minutes and 46 seconds, so that's a long time for me to just work with transition shades, especially when they're simple. I'm actually like questioning my blending skills right now, but I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. It's just taking me a long time to work with. All right, so for the lid, like I said, I'm not really gonna do anything too crazy here. I don't know. I'm not even really digging this eye look. This was one of the shades, but I feel like it's a little bit dark. You know what? I'm just going to play it safe, and I'm going to use this gold shade right down here. And I'm just going to plop that on the whole lid. And since I have my eyelash extensions on, I am going to wet my brush. This is a Morphe M170-8. So the gold color I'm using is called Sweet Poison. And I'm just going to start to pack this on the lid like so. I feel like even this gold could be a little bit brighter. There definitely is pigment for sure. Maybe it's just a darker gold, that's why. I liked it when I swatched it. Okay, so I definitely was able to build up the pigment. That makes me really happy. So I'm going to do that on the other eye. Yeah, I definitely feel like if you wet your brush, that's probably the best way to get optimal pigments. All right. I don't really want to do like too dramatic makeup, like face makeup, because I'm really trying to give my skin a break because I'm like breaking out all down here and I never do, but I think it's all from Halloween makeup. So, and probably stress because I'm dealing with a lot of crap with my house right now. I'm going to try to do like a very light foundation. I don't even want to prime my face. I'm just going to use the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Quench, and I'm just going to put that all over since I am having like kind of a crappy skin day. I wonder if this is my shade, Dior 301. It looks a little bit light. I'm trying to see, do I have a lightweight foundation? Oh, you know what? I'm just going to do some of the ColourPop. I'm going to do like a very, very thin situation. I don't even really want to pop on concealer if I'm being completely honest. And I'm just going to blend this into the skin. I know I haven't like really shown a foundation part of in a video for a really long time, and a lot of you guys were like, wait, I want to see your foundation routine. So I'll just show you what I guess I like to do for a light day. I mean, this is still pretty full coverage even for a light day. And always keep in mind you want to blend down with the neck as well. I have some self-tanner on, but it rubbed off my neck. So that's another reason why this looks a little all over the place. I'm going to add some Photo Finish primer water to my skin to kind of make it a little bit more like aerated feeling. And I'm just going to go over with my Morphe Y6 brush, and I'm just going to further push everything into the skin. I feel like if you're ever working with foundation that dries quickly and you need to get it a little bit more into the skin, this is a good trick. Just add a little bit of like Fix Plus or dewy spray or primer water, whatever it may be. It's definitely a good friend and a good technique to have. And pretty much what I'm going to do for concealer, I'm going to use a very hydrating concealer. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12 Hour, and I'm just going to add this right under here and same over here. I mean, I gotta get the sides of my nose. And a little boop. And then to contour, I'm using the same Amazonian Clay, just in the shade Deep, cut in the cheeks. I like to apply my contour a little bit higher than what I actually should, because I find when you blend, it doesn't become as muddy. Sometimes if your contour could fall below where it's supposed to end, it could look a little like muddy. So I have found that like just contouring up a little bit higher with my cream contour and even my powder contour makes such a difference. It blends so much more seamlessly. So I hope if you struggle with contour that little trick could definitely help you out. So I'm just going to start to blend everything out, and I usually start with blending out my concealer first, and I'll usually take it up a little bit into the corner of where I'm like blending my eye, so that way it's not like too harsh or anything like that. And I actually got a good question the other day. Someone was asking me how come I cream contour and powder contour. And the reason is because for me, like this could definitely feel like a heavy method for someone who doesn't wear makeup. But if you are someone like me who's literally full glam almost 24/7, then it's a little bit different, because this technique just really helps with making sure your powder contour and everything just stays really sharp and really nice looking. I find that if I don't add the contour lines or like anything like that, I find that my contour gets muddy and it doesn't look as good as it does when I have the cream contour underneath. You know, these are just little tips and tricks that I have to do for my skin. In a couple videos ago, I was telling you, actually in a lot of videos ago, I was telling you guys that I have dry skin, but I know a way to manipulate my skin to make it look good or to make it sit well with powder. It's kind of like the same thing with everything with makeup. Like, I know how to manipulate my face, and this isn't too much makeup for my face. Whereas if I were to try and go to do this on someone maybe even 5 years older than me, it may not work. It may not look good. So you definitely have to play around with different techniques and just not be afraid. That's probably my best advice that I could give anybody that, you know, is just just wanting to experiment with makeup more. And even if you feel like your contour shade is a little bit like too dark, you can always like blend it up into your under eye because you have the light shade from the concealer. So you can really do a nice seamless blend there as well. And then for this part, I just always kind of push into the hairline, especially if you have, like now I have this like kind of platinum-y hair going on here, no more roots. So I kind of push it into the hairline a little bit more. And then I'm just going to set everything off camera and I will be right back and let's do our under eyes and test out the rest of the collection. Okay, for our under eye, I'm gonna do the same kind of like shadows we got going on here. I'm gonna just go in with this one and this orange shade and kind of like smoke out the lower lash line, and then I'm gonna add some of that gold to it. Then I'm gonna add some of that green for a little bit of that dimension we got going on. Not that I feel like it's really looking that good, but you know. See, the problem is I just feel like I can create this look even with palettes I have, even with palettes that she's created, you know what I mean? And I just feel like I can't get this to blend nicely, like on this side here. I don't know why. I'm gonna add that gold to the inner corners right here, this guy. I kind of make like a V. I follow the natural shape of the eye, like I just kind of connect right here, that triangle we got going on. I find that always just helps intensify looks. I'm going to actually add a little bit more of that yellow shade, and I want to intensify that a little bit more too. And then for mascara on the lower lashes, I'm going to go in with some NARS Climax. I really like this mascara. And then I'm going to look up the price for the eyeshadow palette for you guys. And then we'll move on to the other portions of the collection. But for me, this was like the only eye look I feel like I could create that was inspiring from the palette. Now I know she has like two glitters, like two eyeshadow glitter things, the liquid glitters, but I got mascara there. But I really just wanted to try to make a look using the full palette, so that way we can just get a better look at everything going on. So let's take a look at the other stuff. We have two glitter eyes here with the purple packaging. One of them is this orange shade, which this shade actually screams Halloween to me. I do like this form of an orange. And the other one is more of like a yellowy gold. Just looking at them straight off the bat, not swatching, not doing anything, just looking at them, if I had to pick one, it probably would be more of the orangey one, because for me, that feels a little bit more Halloween. I actually might use it for some Halloween tutorials. So what I'm going to do is just do a swatch on the back of my hand for you guys. So that definitely is a really pretty shade. This one is called Witch and Famous. And then this other one is called Hello Gorgeous. Gordy. And then I'm going to swatch that right next to it. There definitely is pigment there. For me, like, there's nothing that, like, makes me scream. Like, for example, I have this one right here from, I believe, the Weather Collection from Kylie. Or wait, I don't know, actually, if it's from the Weather Collection. But it's called Fine Wine. And this shade I actually really love. Just, this is something that I've used a bunch of times in the past just to, like, give you a little bit of a different idea, like this form of purple compared to her other two. And this just actually happened to be sitting on my desk because I used it a couple of days ago. If I'm being completely honest, I don't really see myself using this gold and maybe the orange, maybe. But I did really like the purple from her super glittery eyeshadowy glitter eye pen things. I don't know what I'm saying. So I think just to like get a little bit of a vibe, I wonder if I just like put a little bit under my lower lash line. That's cute, under the lower lash line. All right, moving on to highlighter, which I'm really excited about. This is like one of my favorite packagings with the little ghosts. I think the ghosts are really cute. And then this highlighter, I always tend to like Kylie's highlighters a lot. So I have pretty high hopes for this guy. Ooh, it feels nice. It's like it's not that like matte packaging like on her other champagne showers. This one looks like it would get off like dust and like other makeup very easily. So this is definitely a duochrome. I don't know if you guys are able to see because I know the beauty lights kind of blow some things out sometimes, but there are little drips. I wonder if I just like kind of Oh, there you can see if I like put a little shadow over it. So I'm going to do like a little swatch on the back of my hand and then we'll apply it. So that's what it looks like. I do, now that I'm looking at it, I do feel like it could be a little bit light. Let's see. I'm going to apply it with no highlighter underneath. I usually like to do a cream base, but I want to see what this guy is going to look like on its own. And I'm using a Morphe M510 brush. So when you apply it, it definitely has that element of blindness, but I do feel like you have to build, like I would build it up a little bit more. That's just me. And this is also kind of a yellowy highlighter, so I don't think that this would look good on people with fair skin. I think the lightest that it would look good on is like my skin tone, because it's almost a little bit too like yellowy, but not exactly there yet. And then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and push it into my skin. That way it's not as like powdery or anything like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Man, I'm just not really getting any huge hits with this collection. Like maybe the orange thing. This is a cool highlight for Halloween because it does have that yellowy aspect to it, but I don't think it's an everyday highlighter. If you are someone who likes to collect makeup, this could be a cool highlighter for you to have as an option, or like around festival time. And then I'm just going to take my sponge and kind of put it in to the skin, and then I'm going to just add that highlighter to the nose as well. But definitely, the highlighter definitely doesn't look that good on me. Like, I wouldn't choose to wear this right now. Like, I would definitely wear her other one, Champagne Showers. This is my favorite highlighter. I'm actually going to use Champagne Showers to go over everything because I just don't even really care for this yellowy vibe going on. I'm hoping that you guys can see it. I'm just going to add some of this Champagne Showers on top, and hopefully that will even everything out. I highly doubt it, though. Oh, man. I really don't like that color. I don't know if it's coming off on camera. Like, ooh, it's not cute. Ooh, 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 ooh. It is not cute. Okay. Maybe if I just kind of wipe it off. Yeah. Better. Okay, I'll do the prices at the end, you guys, because now I feel like I'm just getting, like, so ahead of myself. But we only have lips left, which is good. So I'm going to start off with her gloss. And this packaging is 3D, which is cute. And this gloss is called Handsome Devil. Ooh, it's kind of like an orangey peach. Oh, God, this looks so bad on me. This looks really bad on me. I feel like this would be beautiful on women or men of color, but it's not looking good on me. Yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way to buy this one. It is really pretty, though. It's kind of like a duochrome-y. It all kind of, like, so far, the face makeup and this gloss kind of have that duochrome-y shift, and I don't know, I just feel like it doesn't look good on my skin tone in particular. And then we have lipsticks here with the Kylie Lip Kit lips and the little fangs. I love that. So I'm going to go ahead and take these all out of the package, and this is what the packaging looks like. It's black sleek. In my opinion, I find myself reaching for a lot of Kylie lip products, so whenever she puts out any type of lip products, I get especially excited for, because I've always been a fan of her lipsticks. I wear them a lot in my looks, especially her lip liners. I really like the formula of them. I like that creaminess of them. I'm going to be testing them out on my lips. This first one is called Creep It Real, which is a nude shade, and I'm just going to do a rough swatch. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a swipe there. Ooh, that's really pretty color. It's pretty pigmented in one swipe. I'll probably wear this lipstick, honestly, with this look because it looks really, really cute. This is definitely a shade that a lot of people could pull off if you're looking for a good nude. I'm a sucker for nude lipsticks. Next shade we have is Haunted, and this is a metallic shade. This is like an orangey metallic. Let's see. This is kind of cool. You definitely have to do a second coat with this one. I actually have a Halloween idea that would go perfect with this lip color. It definitely is bright. You know, you have that shimmer of gold and glitter in there, but I think that this is a cool lip color if like you're daring enough to pull it off. Like I like it. I think it's cool. I think this color's cool. Next up, we have Monster, which is another metallic. This is a green metallic one, which is definitely interesting. Let's see. I don't know if I could pull this off. I low-key want to wear this lipstick with the look now. You definitely have to go over the metallics. I don't mind that though, because the end result is pretty pigmented and nice looking. Dude, I low-key want to wear this lip. This is a cool lip. You definitely have to be a daring person to pull it off. Like, is it a weird color? Definitely. Not everybody can wear this. For real, not everybody can wear this. But someone who is a little bit more makeup forward, like myself, who doesn't really mind taking risks. I wear a lot of makeup on the reg every day. This is kind of a cool lip, to be completely honest. So I'm going to wipe this one off, and then we have the last color. This is a vampy purple called Spider Bite. All right, definitely need another swatch. Or another layer, rather. I would say with 2 layers, you get a pretty full opacity. Like, that's not bad for one swipe. And then you do a second one. And listen, bitch, I know these are really rough swatches. Like, don't even worry about it. This color is really cool too. Wow, so far the lipsticks have been a real hit for me. I really like the lipsticks, you know? If she just came out with those lipsticks, I feel like that would be fine. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would be cool, like a different thing. Because the eyeshadow palette, I'm telling you right now, it's a real miss for me. And I'm not even trying to be dramatic with it. I will most likely never use it again, to be completely honest. And if it wasn't sent to me, I wouldn't go out and buy it. I have so many palettes that I can create the same eye look with. And even that gloss, it just didn't look good on my skin tone. The highlighter, though, I'm not really mad at the highlighter because it is cool. Like, you can definitely wear it off for that more like edgy highlight look. And some people's skin tones look beautiful with a more yellowy highlighter. And, you know, Fenty Beauty really paved the way with the yellow highlighter trend, that trophy wife. It even got my heart, and it did not look good on me. I don't think I wouldn't buy that either, you know? So the last product I have to test out for you guys is a lip kit. This is what it looks like. Packaging is really, really cute. Again, you got the like little fangs with the drips. These are sparkly drips. And this lip kit is called Bite Me, and I believe it's a red. Oh, yep, it is. And since this is a matte liquid lipstick, I'm only going to do a really rough swatch, and I'm going to wipe it off as soon as possible because red matte lipsticks are always really hard for me to get off my skin for some reason. So we're going to do a little... Yep. Definitely pigmented for sure. Like, I haven't had to dunk back in once, and I'm still filling the top layer. Ugh. Like I said, guys, really, really rough swatching. This is a pretty red. However, I do feel like I have a lot of reds like this. It is cute. I do like it. I definitely will use it for sure. It's a cute color. I'm going to wipe it off right now because I feel it drying. They dry really fast. I definitely like that red. So far, the lips minus the gloss have been a hit for me. But the eyeshadow, the highlighter, and this other guy, not that there's anything really wrong with this guy, it just is, and same with the highlighter, I mean, there's not really anything wrong with it, it just doesn't look good on my skin tone, and this, like, I already have a bunch of, like, glitter eyes that look like this, even the ColourPop Jelly Eye formula, they have a similar shade in that, and I use the ColourPop Jellies a lot. And now I'm going to just go over prices of everything for you guys. I'm going to pull it up on my phone. So, unfortunately, I can't find the prices anywhere yet. This collection does launch October 12th, so there definitely still is a few days. I'm going to go to her website. I also checked Trend Mood. I didn't see anything. If not, I'm just going to guesstimate the prices of stuff. Okay, so it's not up on her website, but I'm just going to guesstimate the prices of everything. So the lipsticks, I believe, are going to be $17 a piece, just going based off of what her other lipsticks are going for on the site. Her eyeshadow palette, I believe, is going to be like $45. I'm going to just triple check everything because I don't want to like tell the wrong, I don't want to tell the wrong thing. So the eyeshadow palette can range anywhere from like $38 to $42. Based off of everything that I'm seeing, it's probably going to be $42. And then the lip kits are $30 or $28. Yeah, the lip kits are $30. And then I think the last thing I have to check for you guys is the highlighter. Let's see if I can find a price. It most likely will be $22. So don't quote me to the prices. I'm sure they'll probably reveal the prices really soon. I'm going to pop on a lipstick, zoom you guys on out, and give you some of my final thoughts on the collection. Okay, guys, we are all zoomed out. I actually went with the lip called Spider Bite. I felt like that was just more like vampy to go with the look better. So, pretty much my overall thoughts of the collection, and I hope that Kylie Cosmetics and their team can take a little bit of constructive criticism here. I think the eyeshadow palette is a no-go for me. I didn't really like it. I feel like personally, if you have her summer collection, if you have the summer palette, you won't really necessarily need this eyeshadow palette. Plus, I feel like that green shade was really splotchy and patchy. And the highlighter's cool. I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase it just because it's more of like a yellow-based highlighter. They don't really look that good on my skin tone. The cream lipsticks I liked the most. I thought they were so fun. I like the way that they feel on my lips. They're not drying. They're not patchy. They were all pretty opaque within 1 or 2 swipes, which I feel like is good for lipstick. Now, if we're talking about the lip kit, it's a really pretty red. I will definitely use it, but I don't know if I would go out of my way to buy it just because I have a lot of red lipsticks. I have a lot of red and nude lipsticks. So that's just my honest opinion on that. The gloss is a no-go for me just because it doesn't look good with my skin tone. Again, those kind of goldy, lip glossy colors like from the Jordan and Kylie collection. This guy right here I put on my flop list for September because it just really doesn't look good with my skin tone. And then as far as the eye glitters go, the orange one is really pretty. I feel like I already have a color that's similar to this one. They both are really pretty though. Both are really blinding, swatched beautifully. So if you do like the way that these swatched and you don't have any like this, definitely go for it. The orange one is definitely my favorite. And yeah, that's kind of what everything comes down to. I thought the packaging was really cool. Kylie's really awesome with the packaging. If you are a makeup collector, you definitely will like the packaging. However, I definitely do tend to throw out the packaging, and I gotta be honest with you guys, the eyeshadow palette, it just was super underwhelming for me. I hope that this review and tutorial was helpful for you guys. Leave me a comment down below if you are going to be purchasing anything from this collection. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've been putting a lot of videos out lately, so make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss them. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!